Drake. They using my name for clickbait. So you wanna start fake beef?
Straight to a penthouse, Miami Beach. It's a new weirdo every week. Talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. Anything for clout. Anything for clout.
What is up, my flawlessly kings and queens? Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, no matter if you drink coffee or you drink tea, we about to sip on this hot mess, y'all. First of all, we got Jaidyn and Alexis back in the clique today, you guys. And we also got Blueface back in the clique today, you guys. Now, it look like these two has been going back and forth on social media, okay? Y'all know the circus don't never stop now that Blueface is out. Now, we're going to get into these tweets because he was definitely clearly harboring some feelings at the fact that Jaidyn Alexis was not holding him down while he was behind bars. Now, click, he said, everybody want to hold you down when you up, but nobody want to hold you down when you're down. Boy, bye. He then says Chrisean looked out for me more than Jaidyn, though, just to keep it all the way 100. That's why I halfway respect her. Got probably a good 7-8 months out of her, and I appreciate that. But Jaidyn effed off first week. I don't care about a D and P activities. That's not holding it down. Holding it down is making sure your ninja incarcerated has the max he can go to the store to on his books. Once you put whatever you got going over, that's that. Officially, when you become a blank, in my eyes, it's literally cost $300 a month to go to the store. Gang B can't do. That's just off the strength. You can't eat at my table no more. Child, I swear, click, I hate reading the way they talk. The way they talk on these tweets, it be stressful. Okay. Next, he said, when I turned myself in, I gave Jaidyn $90K, told her to sit still. She decided to do other things. That fine though. Obviously the money ran out, so she said she needed some ASAP. I called Lemmy, told him give her $125K for the season off my relationship with the network. She was supposed to give me $30K of that and kept it to herself. Now click, Jaidyn came up with the receipts and basically showed that she said weekly packages up until he said to stop because Chrisean was getting mad, laughing my effing ass off. She then said he left me with $40K and a $10K rent and $2,100 car note, told me not to work and sit at home, even though I left his A in December 2023. He told me the rent was covered 6 months, his original time, and 4 months he said you're gonna have to start paying rent. I actually only paid 4 months. No problem, I did that. And he gets caught with contraband, turned 6 months into 2 years, so I kept working. Then March 2025, find out behind my back he was effing one of my friends and one of his close friends BM. So yeah, my effa is F you. I ain't asked you for nothing while you was in there and ain't asked you for ish now. Put down the pipe because that only one smoke. Now click, the crazy part about this whole situation is when Blueface proposed to her, that very same friend that she's talking about was right there beside her, okay? And cheering them on and everything. It be those girls. I'm telling you, it's crazy how she was literally right there saying this. And I knew it was something about that girl that I just didn't like. But anyway, she said, sorry, you couldn't get your M&Ms. I was buying Happy Meals. Click, he then says, if I gave you $90K, dumb A, all you did was send me my own dang money back. You would have been better off apologizing. Thanks for letting me know you feel no remorse. Makes me more sure of myself. You thought that ish was straight over. Now, click, y'all already know I make my reservations and y'all know we gonna always most definitely talk about it. Y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all feel. Do y'all feel like Jaidyn Alexis should have held him down regardless of the fact, or do y'all feel like she was wrong? Let me know what y'all think, because I know a lot of people got mixed emotions. However, for me, I don't think she was wrong at all. She has 2 children that she has to take care of while he decided that he wanted to make stupid decisions to stay behind bars. At the end of the day, ninjas out here always want to have a woman that is going to be a ride or die when they're not out here ride or dying with them, period. Okay. And I just feel like not like that. She did what she had to do, point blank, period. She was left with 2 children that have to fend for herself. Even though he gave her the money or whatever the case may be, is I wouldn't have even asked for her to keep, me $30K to the side if you're trying to help your baby mother and you know that she has to take care of these kids and it's going to cost to take care of these kids. And at the end of the day, he did her dirty, slept with her, slept slept on. He slept with a whole bunch of females on her, but then to sleep with her friend while the friend was in her face, smiling and kissing up on her and talking about she gonna be a bridesmaid. He did her dirty crazy. And the fact that that girl was just chilling with her throughout all this time and she only found out that they was dealing with each other while he was locked up is crazy in itself. Dealing with Chrisean was crazy in itself. So the fact that she went through all of that, I would have definitely took that money and did what I had to do and get my own place, and she had to do what she had to do. Why would you tell her to sit still while you're behind bars and you ended up being behind bars for 2 years? She's supposed to sit there and just be a puppet. He clearly do want a golden retriever, but the fact that she stood up on 10 toes and said, you know what, I'm just going to do what I have to do for me and mine, I am not mad at it, okay? Because that's what a real mother would do.
Call your mama, period. Got me over here tight, excuse me, what?
Well, Click, speaking of a golden retriever, looks like he already caught him one of them, okay? Because we got Hazel-E in the click today, you guys. And I'm not going to lie to you, this girl is like damn near, allegedly 50 years old playing around with this young dude. But she is out here and they was making noise in the blogs, okay?
Welcome home, kids.
My ugly nigga, but I look better with you.
I know that's right. Your mama said the same thing.
Yeah. Alright.
Welcome home, Blueface, baby. The streets missed you, baby.
Looking for something grown. Looking for something grown.
I'm looking for a stepdaddy, so.
Alright. Need some young me. Need some.
Yeah.
Now, shout out to her plastic surgeon for getting that face right finally. But my thing is, girl, you about his mother's age and you out here playing with him. Like, girl, and then not like that. She was his video vixen, okay, in his new song that he just dropped. So I don't know how real it is, but y'all know Hazel-E is definitely fast in the sheets, okay, and in the street, allegedly. So I don't put nothing past her. And then this girl that's twerking on top of her right here is been a girl that he's been dealing with behind closed doors, period. That's one of his friends that he F.
I'm an ugly nigga, but I look better with you.
Now, Click, he did confirm that she, Hazel-E, was his golden retriever. Now, we're going to see about that in the next week because y'all know the circus never stops. Chrisean Rock, back in the Click today, you guys, and it looks like she is allegedly broke. Now, y'all, Lemmy just came out to the public and exposed the text messages of her asking him for the money. Let's get straight into it. She asked Lemmy, what's up with my money? He said, Chrisean, you are a material breach of your contractual obligations. Accordingly, we are under no further obligation to provide any additional compensation or consideration of any kind. I strongly advise you to review the terms of your executed agreement in full, as it clearly outlines the consequences of such a breach and the limitations of your entitlements therein. So you're not giving me no money.
Do you understand the words that are coming out from my mouth? Don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, man.
I mean, what part of you breached your contract do she don't get? Like, it's insane. She said, I stayed participated and it on me. The least you can do is pay me. Again, he repeated himself and he at her and said, please leave me alone. Then Click, as you can see at the top, it says, you breached the contract multiple times. Stop sending special paragraphs. You know the value I bring to baddies. It goes against my walk with God. I genuinely couldn't keep going through what you and your team did to me. I actually need the money. You gonna make whatever you owe me 20 times back. Can I please have my money? I need it. You breached the contracts, whoop-de-doo. He then said, you truly believe I would entertain a call or FaceTime with you after you publicly disparaged me and the Zeus network, referring to both as demonic and making egregiously false, ungodly, and defamatory statements about my character and company. The level of disrespect and the lack of accountability is unacceptable, and I have no interest in doing business with you. And then she started threatening him, and he said more threats from Chrisean. She said, you effed up first, though. You got over it. It's just the fact that you have a chance to make it right, and you decided not to. Then you playing like you allowed to do that. Mark my words, you are finished. Now, let me say, Miss Rock, you truly need to seek God and rediscover his presence within you. you. The way you're representing him is deeply misguided. Making threats as though you possess divine authority is not only delusional, but also spiritually dangerous. I'm not sure whether your behavior stems from substance use or deeper mental and emotional struggles, but either way, your words and actions are worsening your situation. I genuinely pray for your healing, clarity, and peace for you, for your family, and your overall well-being. Miss Rock has received multiple payments from Zeus Network for her participation on Baddies USA, up to the point at which she voluntarily abandoned production and materially breached her agreement. As such, Zeus Network is under no further obligation to provide additional compensation to an individual who failed to fulfill her contractual obligation and is in clear breach of the terms and conditions set forth in her agreement.
You've been touched by an angel, girl.
Now, y'all already know I make my reservations, and y'all know we gonna always most definitely talk about it. First of all, I'm just gonna say this and say this clear. Rock should have popped her a long time ago when it came to this Zeus network, because I will say that she did bring a lot of traction to this network. Okay, she was really big in the beginning, but Zeus already got too many stars now, so baby, you are not bigger than the program. And I guess he had to show it to her, point blank, period. And I'm not mad at it, because somebody need to sit her down somewhere. And to be honest, considering all the threats that she was texting him, he handled that very, very professional. He handled that with the best reply that a big CEO could ever really give, honestly. Like, a lot of people have different emotions on how they feel or how he, basically sound. They keep saying he's a baddie and all of these things, but to be fair, he is the one with the money. He is the one who makes all the decisions. Natalie is not the one who allegedly makes all the decisions. It is really him who makes the executive decision. However, he has to put Natalie at the top, because if it wasn't for her, baddies wouldn't really exist. But there's a deeper story to that. Natalie wasn't the one who came up with the baddies idea. It was Tanisha and all the other baddies, but allegedly, word is Natalie went and took off and ran with it. You feel me? But besides this, you already know, I feel like that relationship should have been done when it comes to Chrisean. She said too much. She did too much. And, I just don't think that she deserves to be on Zeus, because Zeus is just not a great platform for you to try to excel and grow beyond the light of toxicity, because y'all know it's nothing but fighting, and it's not really much positive things. Don't get me wrong, girls is making money. I ain't gonna listen, if you want to go out, you want to make money, but just make sure that you look at Summer. Her lip is all busted up. All these girls, our teeth been knocked out and black eyes, and y'all want to do all that to make the money. Y'all do what y'all do. However, I know that ain't for me. And I would never, you can never pay me enough money to get a black eye and a missing tooth. I'm just saying, it's just not going to work. However, when it comes to the Chrisean situation, I'm glad that they finally done with this girl, because she just don't need no spotlight. She don't know what to do with the fame, in my opinion, point blank, period. Now, let's get straight into these comments, because a lot of people have some things to say. She thinks she bigger than the program. The baddies don't need you no more. This ain't baddie South or West. We got crash outs and good fighters already. Oh, she need that cash. Shaking my head. Oh, well, what y'all doing this weekend? She really thinks she above the program. That's literally what the contract is there for. You can't just do whatever. Exhausted your financial resources? She said you breached the contract. Whoop-de-doo. And that's exactly why she ain't getting paid. Laughing my A off. He just too sassy for me. I'm not saying nothing he's saying wrong, but as a man, why do you give as much about proving a point? He just act too soft for me. I love how he ate her up. I've been waiting on someone to tell her how unholy she is. Throwing God in the mix does not make you innocent by any means. I definitely do agree with that. Now, she's going back to the woke up amen and back in church and calling the pastor her pops again, and she better be lucky that she even have that relationship with that guy, because she probably would be allegedly homeless if she didn't have relationship with that guy, because at this point it looked like she burned a lot of bridges when it comes to family members that was helping her, family members that was actually there for her. She can no longer turn back to, right? Like, she's definitely turned back to one of her sisters, but that's one that probably has a lot of issues as well. And she really got a dark spirit spirit around her, in my opinion, because she loves to sit here and tell people how they're not going to live. Like, who are you to tell somebody that they're not going to live? Who are you to tell somebody that they're going to die and all these type of things? Like, she's just weird as F. And I think that she should stop trying to hide behind the Bible and actually read it. Because, Click, the sad part about this whole situation is that she has so much potential. She's a beautiful girl. She has so much more life ahead of her, and she chooses to make the wrong decisions every chance she get. Now, will she stop dealing with the head of the circus, Blueface? Absolutely not. I hope so, but I don't think that she's done. I'm pretty sure she's going to be right back up on his lap because she's going to see all these girls up on him and then they probably talking already. We never know. However, I hope she gets it together and get that baby the help that he deserves and he needs and the love that he truly needs, because he did not ask to be here. Y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all feel about this situation. I'd love to know your thoughts. Hopefully she can get her money up and do the right thing. Like she said to Lemmy in the thing, oh, I'm not, I don't want to be on baddies because it's, my image and, my follow with God. Okay, I hope she actually do walk with God and stop using his name, as clickbait, as clout, as she say when it comes to her son. People use her son name as clout. No, she used God's name as clout, and I don't like that. If we're going to talk about Jehovah, we're going to make sure that we talk about him and be correct with it and actually walk the faith, walk that walk and talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not cute. And I feel like every time she's done doing bad things, she's go back to, oh, I woke up, amen. Oh, God is so good after doing all the dirt in the world. So listen, I'm going to pray for her. I'm going to hope that she get it together. But y'all already know I make my reservations. Y'all know we're going to always most definitely talk about it. Make sure you guys are following all my social medias. And I love you guys so much. I see you guys in the next Click News. If you guys are new, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and turn that post notification bell on so you can be notified when I drop the Click News. I see you guys in the next Click News. As I always say, if nobody told you that they love you, just know that I love you. Bye!